Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Sikhism, born in 1469, a little over 500 years ago, with the birth of its founder, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Its ideology, its origin, goes back to the 12th century, when the celebrated Sufi saint, Sheikh Farid, and poet Jaidev held sway over our parts of the subcontinent. Their work is enshrined in the Holy Granth, the Sikh Bible. A simple faith, Sikhism prescribes Nam, Dan, and Isnan, meditation on God, earning and sharing with the needy, and living a clean life. One of the most scientific religions, Sikhism maintains that active life is superior to a life of mere contemplation. As a result, the Sikh people are known as hard-working, forward-looking and enterprising the world over. They take a keen interest in sports and agriculture, and no less in industry. The Sikh faith lays stress on the unity of God. Ik Onkar, He is but one. Satnam, truth is His name. Karta Purkh, He is the Master Creator. Nirbhau, He is unafraid. Nirvair, He disdains none. Akal Murath, He is the image eternal. Ajuni, He is beyond incarnation. Saibhang, He is self-existent. Gur Prasad, He is realized through the grace of the Gurus. It is called the Mool Mantra, the basic postulate of Sikhism. It implies that despite the manyness as revealed, He is one. He is monistic in nature, though pluralistic in content. There is the I-thou relationship between man and God. Human love is expressed in loving devotion to God. The Sikh concept of salvation is Jivan Mukti. Jivan is life and Mukti is emancipation. The ultimate aim is to be at peace with the human society, and this can be achieved by living a purposeful, true life. Says Gurubani, Hasandiyan, Khelandiyan, Pehnandiyan, Khwandiyan, Viche Hove Mukt. You will attain salvation as you laugh, play, wear, and eat. A Sikh treats body as a sacred abode of spirit. He has no use for austerity and torturing the body for salvation. A Sikh cherishes intellectual virtues like knowledge and wisdom, while reason playing the pivotal role. Truth is the highest value in this context. Says Gurbani, Sacho ure sabko, upar sach achar. Truth is supreme, yet above truth is truthful living. It is said, when evil exceeds all limits, God takes pity on his creation, and he sends a Messiah to show the light to the people. Thus was born Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The first message that Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave to his people was, there is no Hindu, there is no Muslim, all are human beings. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was a man of peace. He wanted amity to prevail amongst all the Hindus and Muslims. For this, he undertook extensive tours of the length and breadth of the country. He went even beyond the boundaries of India to Mecca and Medina and Baghdad. During these sojourns, he had long discussions with Hindu siddhas and Muslim divinities of the time. With a view to ridding the society of the curse of untouchability and inculcating the spirit of brotherhood, the Sikh Gurus started to practice community kitchen, where the high and low pooled in their resources, cooked food, and sat to eat together. The Sikh Gurus insisted that those wishing to meet them to pay homage must first eat in the community kitchen. It is said no exception was made in the case of the Emperor Akbar. Similarly, Sikhism did away with the discrimination between the sexes. Said Guru Nanak Dev Ji, So kyun manda aakhiye, jit janame raja? Why treat her as inferior, who gives birth to rulers? Similarly, the Sikh Guru did away with the women wearing a veil, or the widows committing sati by cremating themselves on the pyre of the deceased spouses. Women have equal right with men in Sikhism. As the community evolved, its distinct identity, the reigning Sikh gurus prescribed specific discipline for the devotees. An important feature of the Sikh way of life is to get up early in the morning, take a bath, and say one's prayers. A great deal of stress is laid on congregational prayers, known as kirtan, chanting hymns in the company of the fellow brothers. For this, the Sikh called in the Gurdwaras, where Guru Granth Sahib, the Sikh Bible, is respectfully installed. Every Sikh must bow before the holy book and then either join in the chanting of hymns or listen to them being sung. Both are equally edifying. Before he dissolved into the eternal light, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, the 10th Guru of the Sikhs, handed over the stewardship of the Sikh Panth, the Sikh way of life, to the Holy Granth. Those who wish to seek God, Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, will find him in the Holy Granth. Compiled by Guru Arjan Dev, the 5th Sikh Guru, the unique Catholicity of Guru Granth is induced in the fact that along with the hymns of the Sikh Gurus, he incorporated the compositions of as many as 36 men of God belonging to various castes and creeds, regions and avocations. Among them were Jaidev of East, Surdas of Awadh, Namadev, Trilochand and Paramanand of Maharashtra, Bani Ramanand, Pipa, Sai, Kabir, Ravidas and Bhikhan of Uttar Pradesh, Dhanna of Rajasthan and Farid of Multan in the Punjab. Not only this, some of them even belonged to the so-called lowest of the low caste. Kabir was a weaver, Sadhana a butcher, Namadev a seamster, Sai a barber, and Ravidas a tanner. Farid, a Muslim divine, Bhikha, a learned scholar of Islam, while Surdas, a Hindu poet. The compiler of the Holy Granth did not allow communal or religious distinction to come in the way. The Holy Granth comprises compositions of 6 Sikh Gurus: Guru Nanak Dev, Guru Angad Dev, Guru Amar Das, Guru Ram Das, Guru Arjan Dev, and Guru Tegh Bahadur. The hymns compiled in the Holy Granth have been arranged in various ragas according to Hindustani music. The hymns under every musical measure are led by Guru Nanak Dev and other gurus in chronological order. There are approximately 6,000 hymns in the Holy Granth in 31 ragas from Sri Raga to Jai Javanti. The musicians are given utmost respect and importance. Guru Nanak Dev had Bhai Mardana, a Muslim rubab player, as his accompanist. As a literary work, the Holy Granth has some superb pieces of poetic excellence, both from the viewpoint of form and content. The language varies from Sanskrit to Persian to Punjabi, as speakers in their times in the form of various original languages. The poetic forms are as varied as they are original. They invariably reflect the mood of the text and succeed in communicating it eminently. At the end of the day, the Guru Granth Sahib is carried on the head to a room for the rest, and the same is brought in the morning, waving a whisk over it for the daily prayers. The poetry of the Holy Granth is a mine of philosophic thought, and it is highly revealing. It must, however, be understood that paper and printed word are not the Guru. They are only a vehicle, and the Guru is what is contained in it, and what are imbibed by reading the text, the revelation, the vision, and the ecstasy. However, the fact remains that while the container that holds the nectar may not be the nectar itself, yet it is no ordinary container. Like other communities the world over, the Sikhs too have evolved their own very way of life. When a child grows up, old enough to manage a turban on his head, a ceremony called the Starbandi is held in the presence of the Holy Granth. The child is given a turban. The priest initiates him into tying it the Sikh way. The Sikh ceremony for tying the matrimonial knot is called Anand Karaj. It is one of the simplest ceremonies and is popular with brides and grooms of other faiths also, who adopt it as a measure of convenience. The bridegroom and the bride go around the Holy Granth 4 times, in accompaniment to the singing of 4 hymns composed by Guru Ram Das Ji for the purpose. And they are then declared husband and wife. The most sacred ceremony and perhaps the most elaborate is what is called baptism, the Sikh way. Held in 1699 at Keshgar Sahib at Anandpur, it gave birth to the Khalsa. Every Sikh who is blessed with Amrit or nectar is enjoined to adopt what are called the 5 Ks. These give a distinct identity to the Sikhs of the Guru. These are Kes, unshaven long hair signifying the maintenance of the saintly appearance; Kada, a steel bangle signifying dedication to the Guru; Kirpan stands for fearlessness, determination, and will. Kacha for practice of self-control and moderation. And finally, Ganga signifies purity, and cleanliness at all levels. A Sikh must come to undertakes the cleaning of shoes of the devotees collected for congregational prayers.
तुम ही थे आया प्रभु, तुम ही थे आया, मैं सब किछ छोड़.
Every Sikh shrine, big or small, must have a Khalsa flag, usually of orange color, with the emblem of Khanda and Kirpan, the scepter and the sword. The flag is replaced from time to time. An emancipated community, the Sikhs are mainly agriculturists, big or small farmers, progressing along with the Green Revolution and thriving towards agricultural prosperity and development.
ਦਿੱਤਾ ਖਾਉਣਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਖਾਉਣਾ ਜਪੋ
The devotees carry the Guru Granth Sahib. The procession, comprising of thousands of people, is a spiritual journey where the disciples surge ahead with faith, carrying the message of their Guru. Handed down from generation to generation, the Guru Granth Sahib becomes the epitome of universal brotherhood and a testament of communal amity.
एक नूर ते सब जग उपजा, कौन भले कौन मंदे, अवले अल्लाह